it might be good to give a bit of context. So when I started Starlite, actually, it wasn't what it is now. I started it about almost 3.5 years ago. And it actually started out as just a networking platform where I would host a couple events here and there and get students to come and join. And realistically, for that, I needed to be good at speaking to make sure I could get people to come and facilitate that networking or panel event. And online design was good just so I could market the event. Those are the two skills I had. And I was like, you know what? I can give this a shot. But through that, I think I started to realize that there is more to this than just being a platform or being a meeting place for people in industry and those who are keen to get into that industry as well. In fact, what rather exists is this gap in the market where you have a bunch of students who want to do really well but don't know how to get there. They have the caliber but aren't being pushed up high enough to see where they could really stand. And so that's when I decided, you know what, I think it's time I change this around. And Starlite as an organization, I started up after seeing how difficult it is to bridge the gap between university and employment. Because a degree, I think the motif of today's conversation has been that a degree just isn't enough. You need to really separate yourself. And so I feel like I've had a lot of experiences in doing that, and they have been successful in some regards. So I found that Starlite for me is a way to pass on that knowledge to graduates and even students who are looking to improve their career prospects as well. So for me, it's, I suppose, if we were to break it down to the actual service itself, it is a mentoring service where I help a few students really think about how they want to get into the careers they want to, and then guiding them in the direction to do so by telling them good ways to do it, how to tackle interviews, how to tackle assessment centers, etc. So it's sort of providing this holistic service where I can help students. I read a stat the other day. I think it was on average, a uni student, this was a global stat, but I think it does still stem in Australia as well. On average, a graduate has to wait about just over a year and 2 to 3 months for full-time employment. So you have people, again, who I think they've got degrees, that they're obviously quite able, if you will, to learn and to work. But it's about getting that chance and opportunity and standing out